Hey everybody. I figured I would show you this, what is it? Tyrant, I believe his name is. It's Tyrant from Ultraman. Ultraman Taro, I believe. I don't know. It's been a while. Anyways, I fixed up this Tyrant figure. And, pretty much what I did with it was mostly just sculpting this thing. Because for some reason, I don't know why, I think this is the Bandai figure of Tyrant. For some reason, they have the mace part of his weapon on his hand, but they don't give the little hook that goes onto it. And I have no idea why. That, and for some reason, I looked up on the internet, just to double check. They always have the blade part of this hand wrong. For some reason, they always put the blunt end on the bottom. Like originally, let me say, originally this end was down here and this end was up there. And I have no idea why they did that. I double checked, like I said, I double checked to make sure that they all had this. And I didn't know if mine was just done wrong or whatever. But no, they're all like that. All of them. All of them are like that. And like nobody said anything when they were making the figure. They were just like, hey, I think we got the weapon on wrong. It's well, hey, we already got it manufactured. What's the point of fixing it? Well, either way, I took a razor blade and I just cut it off, and then I resined it back on the right way, and then for this I poked a hole into the arm because these figurines of Bandai's are hollow, which makes customization a lot easier for sure. So then what I did was I took a little plastic rod that I had no idea even where I got this, honestly. And I simply just kind of added on this to this weapon here. Now, this took me quite a few different attempts to sculpt just to get it to look sharp enough. And honestly, it's still kind of shabby, but I think it looks a lot better than it did prior. So yeah, here's it all around, and then like I said, it can retract, so that's pretty damn cool. It's like in the show, like you see Tyrant shoot it out, and it has a like sort of like a rope that comes out, and this part fires out like a harpoon, and then the rope kind of comes in and wraps around something's neck or pulls them in. I figure with this dude, I don't got nothing like that, but I figure it could be like a weapon that kind of just extends, like swings it around and does all that kind of stuff, And then in terms of the paint job, I just did a little bit of like some silver, just kind of wrapping around it. I don't know, figured it'd give it a little extra something. Think it looks okay. Kind of just like gives it a little bit of differentiation from the metal or from the regular grays that were used. Just something to make it look more interesting. And then for what I did for the rest of it, I painted its legs. I don't know what the hell that was. That just was this shit. Turning into some sort of foreign language for some reason. I'm telling you, if I got a nickel every time I slurred my words in these videos, I at least have $5. Something. I slur my words all the time. But, yeah, so I painted this up, and this is pretty much just, I was trying to emulate the look of a different Tyrant figure that I saw, or actually, no, wait, it was a picture online of Tyrant, and, I distinctly remember just seeing that the parts of its legs were painted with some sort of this gold color on all the scales. So I took a little brush and I just I went over all of them, and yeah, I think it looks a lot better. Originally, you would think it was all brown, and then I did a little bit of the same kind of color on like his what the hell even is that? Pubic hair? Seriously, what is this supposed to represent? I know it's part of it's like the Bemstar part of him that has the hair, but I mean, seriously, I have no idea why they even added that there. Either way, I mean, it looks fine to me, honestly, but yeah, I painted it up the same color as the scales. And then, what else did I do? Oh, yeah, I painted these red dots on the inside of his, like, little parts here, because it was full black, and frankly, it was kind of bland. So I figured I would take some red, and I would, kind of just mark all of it in there. I think it makes it look a lot more vibrant, you know. Honestly, I love Tyrant as a monster. I think he's awesome looking. Like, got a real unique design about him. Kind of reminds me of Gigan with the whole weapon hands thing. But even then, you know, he just kind of, despite the fact that he's like a chimera of all these different sorts of kaiju from the show, honestly, still comes off as really unique. You know, yeah. I think I got this guy a long time ago in a pack that actually came with all the monsters that he was hybridized with, which is really handy, you know. Just because, you know, I mean, at least, you know, you get the main monster, this dude, and then you also get all the dudes that were melded into him, I guess, to create him. So that's pretty sweet. You know, that was a fantastic deal. I'm very happy with that, even to this day. And now it must have been like at least 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Sense of time is horrible. So then what I did was I painted the eyes. Because originally, like I said, if you guys want to know what this dude looked like prior to me working on him, just look up I think Bandai just Bandai Tyrant figure, and you'll pretty much find this dude what he originally looked like. I hated the way the eyes were done. It was like it was just kind of this sort of parchment color with a black iris and then a white dot in the middle. And then what I did was I pretty much took the I think a while ago I filled in the white dot with permanent marker. I don't know why my younger self did this to almost all of them. All the figurines that had that white dot, my younger self filled in. I have no idea why. I mean, because I don't have a problem with it now, so I don't know why I didn't like it back then. Anyways, so yeah, I just took a little bit of this kind of orange color and, or wait, no, it's more of a yellow. Yeah, well, either way, yellow kind of orange color, and I put it out there, and then I did the pupil. I think it looks a lot better. It makes them look a lot more intense, you know, kind of like I don't know, like kind of like more malicious intent kind of look to them. And then what I got was I painted up his teeth a little bit. It's kind of sloppy, but you know, it's better than nothing. Like I think prior to me painting it, these teeth were the only ones that were painted, and then the rest of the mouth was just kind of a gray. So I filled it in with that flesh tone that you see, and I painted his teeth a parchment color. That's pretty much that. I mean, there's a little bit of like some paint splotching there. Yeah, right there. There's a little bit of that going on, but you know, it's okay. I'm not fretting over it. But yeah, I really like this figure. I like to use him in a picture story, but frankly, I don't know if he got enough articulation. I mean, he moves his arms. You know, he can't move his neck or his mouth, so that kind of sucks. And he moves his legs, so I don't know if that would just be enough to warrant him being in the story. But then again, I remember on the second Godzilla story, and not the '84 Godzilla. I just call him Gojira to help differentiate him, which is going to be more confusing when I actually have the original Godzilla. But you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to say the '84 Godzilla. So when I had the 62 Godzilla in my picture stories, I know I had him fight the Bandai Shin Ultraman Naranga, and that really didn't have no articulation. So by that logic, I don't know. If I do some stuff with like the camera or something like that, like if I just do it with right angles, I could probably make him look pretty decent. You know, him just swinging his arms around, something. I don't know, like, I was debating cutting off his head and then putting like a rod in there so he could turn his head around. I might honestly still do that. I was just, I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you guys think? I mean, honestly, I could do it. Yeah, I could definitely try it. And then as for just the rest of it, I mean, I painted the inside of his nostril black and then glossed it. And I glossed his eye as well. And his mouth. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean, I think I might have tried painting the nails at one point or another, but I didn't like how it looked, so I scratched it off. But yeah, that's that Tyrant figure that I fixed up. I think he turned out pretty well. I mean, I really like him, especially this little feature. I don't know why I like that so much, you know, just because it gives it a little life or something. Like, it looks like he's charging into something, like he's saying "Tally-ho!" Something corny like that, you know. That's funny. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I wanted to show the repaint of a Red King that I did, and then I'll do the video on the female Kong. Anyways, take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Or maybe you should be swinging this arm. Yeah, that's better. See ya, everybody.